Look at them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall, nigga. I just wanna bop. And I hope you bop too. And that be why I gotta keep it true, nigga. I just wanna bop. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bop. Trying to build my own city, homie. Enough room to put my niggas on it. Then start a couple business on it. Fuck any heathen never shitted on me. Yeah. Public housing we done lived through. Trying to put that in my rear view. Gold rolls what I still do. I can see the picture with a clear view. Gotta separate the snakes. And all you fuck niggas that's gon' hate. Daily pray to God don't catch another case. But that's a small risk that I feel I gotta take. Only certain niggas they gon' feel this. Still deliver verses on that real shit. If I get a couple million, I'ma bust this shit down with these children. I just wanna bow. So my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall, nigga. I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true, nigga. I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Yo, get up out of bells, homie. Got killers with them rounds on them. Look like I'm dead from the drum. Look, don't make me make the reaper rain down on them. I can give a fuck if you rock blue. And I was Sue Woo from the Fruittown crew. Cops still shoot us every time we move. They hate you, nigga, like they hate me too. Just know that brotherhood is a weapon. Build another zone, get protected. Too many sisters in the city been molested. Now I'm stacking soldiers off the block like it's Texas. Woo. Know that truth will give you chills, don't it? Steady ringing in your ears, won't it? If I'm blessed to make a meal, I'ma bust that shit down with my real homies. I just wanna bow. So my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall, nigga. I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true, nigga. I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Hey. Yeah. Tired of them children. You grow with parents strung out on drugs. Yeah. I just wanna bow. Hope you do too. And I hope you do too. Yeah. Make to the brother that had a real. And she left him for whatever reason. Yeah. I just wanna bow. I hope you do too. And to the sister, you know, say they had that nigga leaving. Yeah, yeah. Nigga, I just wanna bow. So my niggas is locked up. I hope you do too. Man, I hope you niggas see the light of day. Yeah, I just wanna bow. Yeah, I just wanna bow.
Always dip on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I ride trap on my chrome. Always dip on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I ride trap on my chrome.
Get rid of these streets. Nigga turn to E. Wanna the police. Oh, baby, still look for me. I'm on the phone with a prayer. But now Jesus can save me. Get him away from me. I don't know what to say. So many niggas hate me. Get him away from me.
Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I ride trap on my chrome. Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I ride trap on my chrome.
Always sip on my own. Don't need you all on my zone. Spend so much time alone while I ride around with my cone. Always sip on my own. Don't need you all on my zone. Spend so much time alone while I ride around with my cone. Trying to keep it on the true side, nigga. Lay it low to play it cool now, nigga. Ass niggas on the team, I've been known to get the green ever since I was 2-5, nigga. Cool hanging out the boot 9, nigga. Cause I ain't stunting on them. Put my whole team on so they ain't want me. When niggas doing bad, you know that they be hating on you. Get the hoping that you fall, they be waiting on it. Bullshit get bread from the envy. Best friends get to looking like enemies. When you got it in this bank account empty. Perfect recipe to bring a lot of jealousy. Looking from a bird's eye view. Learn from everything I've been through. Some of it be girl, if you ain't spending life with the nigga, never let him put a dick up in you. Cause if a nigga wrong, I'ma check that shit. And when you pick along, never flex that shit. Told my son, when you getting money, never take it to a Bible, flip it over, did the best that shit. Give a lot of game, trying to bless my kid. Gotta keep it real, that's the best shit. Gotta hear this up and feel it back in Texas. When I get up on the track, yeah, I wreck shit.
Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I ride trap on my chrome. Always up on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I ride trap on my chrome.
Always sip on my own. Don't need you all on my zone. Spend so much time alone while I ride around with my chrome. Always sip on my own. Don't need you all on my zone. Spend so much time alone while I ride around with my chrome.
Alright, Shalom Israel. I'm Captain the Goggle Boy of the ISUP Caveman, the Commanding General Yohana. And this is another Sharpen the Sword radio workshop session, alright? And I wanted to bring out a couple of articles because there's so much going on right now in these times. Man, we are truly at the end, you know, and it is so much going on that, hell, I mean, you can't even keep up with it all, you know. But we're going to make sure that you stay informed. And we got several different articles that I want to pull and a couple of scriptures I want to go over. Let's see. The first story is, you see, we got a Karen and then we got a Billy. You understand? We got Karen and Billy. They are at it again, man. And this is so ridiculous, you know, to the point to where if you're in the ISUPK, you know, you'll have hope. You know, like the scripture says, you have hope and comfort under these scriptures, you know, to where in these times right here, you know, our people in the world, you know, they're trying to go vote for justice and change. You know, they don't know what to do. White people just keep murdering them. They don't know if they're going to be next. They're worried about their sons, their daughters, and all of this and all of that. When Commander General Yohana had prophesied a long time ago, he said, the white people are going to pull out those old pickup trucks with those American and Confederate flags on them, and they're going to start harassing the hell out of black people, terrorizing us all over again. They slowed down a little bit, right? You know, I guess they got a better job than you. You know, you're on the bottom, you know, and hey, they was doing fine. But now, you turn around and when you had put Barack Obama in office, boy, they woke up. They said, the hell with that. You know, if I'm not mistaken, I think somebody had even said that they didn't want that nigger telling them what to do. And then they had a woman, I believe it was a news reporter or a senator or somebody that got on the TV and called Barack Obama a nigger and all of that. I mean, they just came right on out with their blatant disrespect all over the media, to where you're supposed to be not able to say certain words and do certain things. And they were saying it and doing it all over the place and didn't even give a damn, you know. And more importantly, they were murdering us left and right, you know, up under Barack Obama's administration, you know, to show you what we really feel about you having a so-called black president, because that's what they pushed him as. They pushed him off as a black man. You know, but he's actually, now he's an African. You know, Barack Obama's an African, you know, and he's not our people. That's why he did nothing for us while he was in office. And I don't see and understand why black people still have in their mind that they're going to vote someone in there that's going to do something for you. You know, it makes no sense. None of them have done anything for us. I just had a sister pass me a African newspaper, and she was talking about pushing that vote, you know. And we got it's to hope is to vote, you know, so we got to vote. What we have to do is we have to vote people in the office that's going to do the things that I'm like, sister, you can stop with that. You can stop with that, because I don't care if you did put somebody in there, you know, that says they're going to do something for you. They all say it, you know. Each and every last one of them say that, hey, we're for the people, the American, that's what they say, the American people, right? And what you don't understand is that don't mean you. That don't mean your black behind because they say the American people just because you live here. You understand? They're not talking about they slaves doing well and benefiting and being equal and having peace and tranquility and all of that stuff in the Constitution that they wrote for themselves. They're not talking about you having any of that. Because when they even thought of that, you were on a cotton field and a plantation. That's where you were. You weren't even considered a damn a man. You were considered 3/5 of a man, a subhuman to them, when that Constitution was written. So you're not the one that they're dreaming of having all of the peace and the tranquility. You know, you're the one that's shoveling all of this shit so that they can be rich. That's what they want you to do. You know, that's what Make America Great Again is all about. Okay? But we're going to read a couple of these stories. And then get a couple of these scriptures. 1 second, let me get this real quick. This is a brother had turned around and rented an Airbnb, and he got confronted by 2 white people carrying a billy. So let's see, it says, white couple enters home, questions black man as he moves into Airbnb. A video of a white couple entering a home unannounced and questioning the presence of a black man there is going viral on social media. Now, first of all, you are in the wrong for entering someone's home unannounced without permission, just walking in. So you're not supposed to do that. You understand? And be questioning anyone that turns around and has a key and walks in to someone else's residence. All right, now let's keep on. It says the incident took place in Louisville, Kentucky, where a man was renting an Airbnb. Now you know it's like the new wave. It's like the new hotels where people take their property, you know, whether it be a house, apartment, condo, you know, whatever it is, studio, and they rent them out to people that's traveling. So if the hotels are booked, and in most cases too expensive, you may find an Airbnb that may be a little bit cheaper. Hell, some more spacious for bigger parties, you know, to where say you traveling, you, your family and friends, 5, 10 of y'all, you know, you all go in on an Airbnb, make everybody stay, you know, a lot lesser, you know, and a little more comfortable with everybody there chilling and kicking it together. So that's the new wave. And turn around, and this brother turned around and rented one, and this is what he was faced with. The exchange started off with the woman asking, "Do you live here?" "What do you mean, do I live here?" he responded. Okay, and then it says, the man then questioned the couple on why they walked into the home unannounced. She tells him they felt that there was suspicious activity going on at the house as people were coming in and out. Now, here's the thing. I mean, he's moving in for, you know, however long he turned around and rented the Airbnb for. What's so suspicious on people getting their belongings out of the vehicle and taking them in and going back and forth? What is so suspicious about that? You know, same with your groceries. It's like anything that we do. Oh, it's suspicious activity going on. What are they doing over there? You know, they must be selling drugs. What's going on? They didn't think it was too damn suspicious because they didn't call the cops. You understand? They knew that, hey, there's a nigger over here and we're going to turn around and find out what the hell's going on because we don't want them here. That's what that was about, man. If it was so suspicious and you were so scared and thought something was happening, you would have alerted the police. You would have told them, hey, I think there's something going on next door. But you took matters into your own head. These are average, what they say, Joe Schmoke. You know what I'm saying? White people, man. I mean, just average people just walking up on someone talking about, what are you doing here? The nerve of these damn dogs, man. Let's keep reading. The pair walked in through the home's unlocked front door, right? So you just walked into the house because you saw black people, he asked? You profiled us. Me, myself, I'm not going to have a whole conversation with you. You understand? You walk into our space, you understand that we are renting, that he has a key to, because most of the Airbnbs, they either have a lockbox on it somewhere, or either hanging from the door, or somewhere around the property, to where you can unlock the little padlock and you can get the key to enter the building, or they may have the digital locks, the digital lock set where they give you the code and then you can walk right on in. So obviously they have the right to enter this property, because you didn't say kick the door in, you didn't see a window smash, you didn't hear anything. You walked into an unlocked front door. They're the ones that's actually trespassing. All right. Then it says, the woman tries to explain that she knows the owner of the home, who is reportedly trying to sell the house. He then asks the couple how they would feel if a black man was to walk into their house. I feel scared, the woman responds. The couple tries to apologize, but it was the Airbnb guest who said the experience was real scary. I'm sure, man. I'm sure they were scary. Hell, white people are murdering black people all over the earth for doing absolutely nothing. They're getting harassed for barbecuing in the park, for selling bottled water and lemonade. Things that they have permits for, that they're lawfully doing, and then you got some white woman, some Karen walking up on you telling you what you should not be doing and why are you here, and go somewhere else. Like I said, the nerve of these damn people, man, and it's never going to stop. They're not going to stop. I don't care what vote. I mean, what vote and who are you going to vote for that's going to stop this? Barack Obama didn't stop it. Damn, Clinton didn't stop it. Either Bill or Hillary. It don't matter if you'd have put Hillary in office, it wasn't gonna stop then. Let me see, who else? All the presidents, man. It doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter who the next one's going to be. If it's Joe Biden, it's not going to stop. Joe Biden says that if you don't vote for him, then you're not black. Let's see if Joe Biden was to get in office. Let's see what he does for black people. Since he's so black, let's see what Joe Biden does when he gets elected president. Since he told you if you don't vote for him that you're not black. Let's see what Joe Biden does for you. I guarantee you it's going to be a N-O-T-H-I-N-G. Nothing. That's what he's going to do. All right? But let's jump to the next story. And then the side boy, it's actually on topic. One of the sisters in the school, granddaughter, she's 9 years old. And she is really, this little girl is amazing. She is really grabbing on to this truth. She stopped eating pork. She doesn't celebrate holidays. She actually understands what we are teaching, and she is doing her best to keep it all. Beautiful little sister. And she turned around and had an encounter at her school. She just got transferred from one school to another, and this school is predominantly white. And she turned around and told her grandmother that she had a little white girl that she used to like, that was, in her class. And she turned around, and the white girl, they got in line, the little white girl, that's about the same age as her, they got in the line for lunch, and she tried to get behind the white girl, as the line is forming, all the kids is coming to get in the line to get their food. She gets in the line behind the little white girl. The little white girl turns around and tells her, no, you need to go to the back of the line. and little mama went in on her. They gave her a piece of her little young mind, and she, oh no, you don't tell me where to go and what to do. It was so cute. But she turned around and went in on this little devil, and then the devil went to tell on her, but the Lord was with the little baby. She didn't get in trouble. The little white girl did. You understand? And now she's suspended for the comment what she was doing. And she told her, I'm not going to no back of no line. You don't tell me what to do. And this is how they are as children, man. Here it is, our children just want to play and like everybody and love everybody. That's what the Christians have been teaching in the church since forever. It's just to like and love them, and one day, they may mistreat you now, but one day Oh, yes, as sure as there lives a God, everything's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. We just got to love them a little more, and then maybe they'll get the point, which is actually stupid. So she told her grandmother, she said she wanted to call me and ask me, and she said, why didn't he tell me that white people were so controlling? Man, I just started laughing, because I told her that they was the devil the Bible speaks of, and she agreed. But she said I didn't tell her that they was controlling. So now I got to go and clean that one up and explain to the baby. You know what I mean? But it was crazy. How and I explained to the grandmother. She don't know nothing about that. I just want to. Yes, she does. The same harassment you went through when you was in their school, same harassment I went through when I was in their school. She's going through the same. It's never going to change. It's never going to stop. But let's get the next article. Okay. Got a couple shooting incidents here in St. Louis. We got a cop-involved shooting. This was officer shot at suspect, unclear if he was hit. All right, this is in Moline Acres. This is out in St. Louis County. It says police continue to search for a suspect after a suburban St. Louis police officer shot at him. Police aren't sure if the suspect was struck in the incident Tuesday in Moline Acres. The officer involved in the shooting suffered an ankle injury during the confrontation. Authorities say that Moline Acres officers saw a man wanted for a violent felony and tried to stop him, but he resisted. St. Louis County Police say the officers saw that the man had a handgun in his possession and fired at the suspect. Okay, police did not say if the man threatened the officer with the gun or how many shots the officer fired. All right, and then it says the suspect dropped the gun and ran away. That is so unbelievable, man. You understand? No brother that knows that he has a warrant for his arrest and that he has a gun, he's a felon, you know what I'm saying? He's wanted for a violent felony and he has a gun on him and he's just going to drop it and run. Why wouldn't he just run? Nobody just drops their gun and then they'll run, man. Knowing that they are on the run from the cops with a felony. Okay? I'm telling you, this is crazy. All right? So, that was the end of that one. Let me see. Let me get the next one. Hold on. All right. This story right here, this is crazy, man. It says his flesh was all on the ground. Family of innocent black man mauled to death by police dog over a false burglary call continues to fight for body cam footage. And this says the family of a black man mauled to death by a police dog in 2018 has successfully subpoenaed the body cam footage of the incident according to the new filings in an ongoing lawsuit. The Montgomery Police Department had previously refused to confirm that footage of the incident existed. Now, they sitting here trying to cover up their mistakes, basically. You know what I mean? It's always a mistake when it comes to us. Like I said, they will go and it could be white man. They got a call with a white man with an assault rifle and grenades and bombs and every damn thing, and they will send a negotiator in to try to talk to him and see what's on his mind, see what type of mental issues he may have, see what type of mommy and daddy issues he may have. They got all kinds of damn medicine they ready to give him and excuses. But when it comes to you, it's guns, dogs, tasers, bullets, you understand, jail cell, it's all of that for you, okay, black man, but it's never that for them. They always come straight at you with whatever force that they can use. All right. And then it says Jesse Lee Pettaway, 51, was at a house owned by his 87-year-old mother in Montgomery, Alabama. It said he had been caring for her, helping her fix up the home, and had a key and permission to sleep there. Now, this is ridiculous. You know, this man has the key. He's going in and out of his own mother's home. And he's staying there caring for, fixing up the place for his mother. And then gets mauled by a police dog because someone, and you know that someone was white. Some white person called the police and said that there's some black man committing a crime. And now this brother is dead for no apparent reason. Mauled by a dog. And they sat there and let the dog eat the man up. You cannot tell me that these people that we are dealing with are not extremely cruel and vicious when it comes to black people. Come on, man. You know. And it says someone called 911 overnight that Sunday and reported that the vacant home was being burglarized, although it was really Pettaway entering his mother's house. Police K-9 handler Nicholas Barber and his dog Nico arrived on the scene to search the premises. Nico ran inside and found Pettaway, lunged at him, and clamped down on the man's body. Now, I heard this, you know, they playing RoboCop and Super Cop on the brother. He's in the property, fixing the damn property up. He's working. You see the man hanging drywall and painting and patching the wall, changing out the sinks, laying down tile, and you turn around and tackle this man. Like, how ridiculous. And it says, Barber stood by and failed to remove the dog. Oh, I wonder how did that happen. I wonder how did he get ate up alive and now he's dead. Because you did your job. You got the dog. You got the dog. I know as soon as the dog chomped down on whatever part he got on first, the leg, his damn arm, his side, his face, wherever he turned around and chomped down on, I'm sure that he hurried up and got that dog on him, off of him after he submitted. Because as soon as they start fighting, brothers is, all right, get the dog off. I've seen it happen too many times. And it says, Barber stood by and failed to remove the dog from Pettaway for almost 2 minutes, according to court documents. During that time, Nico tore an artery in Pettaway's groin. He ultimately bled out and died. All because of the false call that the white neighbors gave, saying that someone was breaking in the house. And then now because this white man wanted to play super cop, wanted to play hero, and then here's something that a lot of people don't know and understand. It, I believe it might be universal. You know, they get cops. I know they do that here in St. Louis, but cops get they get paid extra. They get like bonuses for when they find suspects breaking into homes and like stealing copper and central air units and, you know, taking the plumbing and pipes out of a building and things like that. They get perks, they get bonuses for doing that here in the city of St. Louis, and it may be like that out here as well. Because, I mean, this man, you know, probably figured that he was going to get a bonus for, you know, catching someone burglarizing a home. And they do that here in the city of St. Louis, and I'm probably pretty sure they do that everywhere. You know, and so as a result of this man, you know, hating this brother, you know, hating black people, period, and just tackled, didn't even ask him, what are you doing here? You didn't go in with your gun drawn and say, hey, stop, put your hands up, cops, you know, and what are you doing here? Get on the ground, get on your knees, hand behind your head. He didn't do any of that. He just saw the man, charged him, sicked the dog on him. You understand? The dog ripped the man's flesh off, and then he bled out and died right there in his mother's damn house. Fix it on the house. All right? And it says, his flesh was all on the ground that morning. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Okay, it keeps jumping. Pettaway's sister, Yvonne Pettaway Frazier, said to the Montgomery Advertiser. Okay, and that's enough of that story. That is ridiculous, man. For this brother, an innocent man, to have lost his life for no apparent reason. All right, this is ridiculous. And I don't know what are you going to vote? What's on the ballot for this right here? What's on the ballot for this to fix this right here? While you sitting watching two idiots go back and forth in a debate, what is going to fix this? Which president is going to fix this? None of them. The only thing that's going to fix it is by you getting into the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge under Commander General Yohana, you joining together with your people. You coming together with your people, not turning around and trying to go vote for them. You're voting for who the next person that's going to oppress you. You're voting for the next brother to turn around and get ate up by a dog, by the police dog, and bleed out and die. You're voting for the next vacation to be kicked in by a Billy and a Karen. They're going to wonder, what in the hell are you doing here? You're voting for the next Tamir Rice, the next 12-year-old child to be murdered by a cop. You're voting for the next Michael Brown to be walking across the street and get murdered. Jaywalking, that's just a ticket. If that's what he did, that's just a ticket. In most cases, they give you warnings for that. But push come to shove, if they want to, give them a ticket. Give them a ticket for walking in the middle of the street instead of at the crosswalk, and then let the man go home and let him deal with it in court. But no, you turn around, the cop pulled up on him and told him to get the fuck out the street, and then turned around and shot the kid. It's ridiculous, man. But let's get the next story. Hold on one second. Alright, okay. Let's pull this one out. I want to pull this one out here because the white man is truly the devil, the Bible speaks of. And they are ridiculous. I'm gonna get this picture on the screen if I can here. Give me 1 second. Because this is a famous picture that I've seen in several different places. Especially now, this is the second or third time that I'm on this topic here. And then this thing coming out. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Can't really see it. One second. Okay, where's the other one? Yeah, I can't make it bigger. Let me see. Yeah, it ain't gonna get no bigger than that. Okay, so we just have to go with that. But this picture here is let me see. This was taken. This picture here is about in 1952. I think it's a college to where they turn around and was studying the the body anatomy and all of that. And this painting, I believe, is named Lucy. Okay, it's Lucy, the black woman that you see in the picture. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's see what disappear. Okay, there you go. All right, that sister, it represents Lucy and Betty or something like that. Okay, and of course, again, they are mocking our people. This was by the father of gynecology. All right, and this is honoring the slaves experimented by him. Right, and it says when she was just 17, a slave girl called Anarcha was given to an ambitious young medic, along with two other slaves named Lucy and Bessie. They were branded breeders and forced to undergo torture in the form of gynecological experiments. Now, this right here, what they had concluded, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, it's a big long story, and I got a couple more to go through. But what they did was they took the black woman. How doctors, know what they know today. White doctors, how they know what they know today, and where they got their knowledge from, was they were torturing our sisters. You understand? In this picture, it looks as if she just went to the doctor. You know how you do today, right? You call your doctor's office up. It's your time for your 6-month checkup or whatever it is, or maybe you've been feeling sick or something's wrong, got a headache, chest pains or whatever. So you call your doctor and you go in and you sit down and you conduct a visit with the doctor. And the doctor turns around and looks you over, checks you out, writes it down, tell you what's wrong, give you a prescription, and then send you home, tell you to come back in 2 weeks to see how you feel. That's what it looks like she did. She just went and took a trip to the doctor. But when you do the research on this, our sisters were tortured by white people, man. All the different devices that they have, they weren't just, using how they do on, what's some of those shows, those doctor shows? I can't think, scalpel, anesthesia. They just calling for something and just, being careful with the body. Not to mess up and not to hurt you. No, they were torturing our sisters. They were torturing them with those devices. And now they claim that they are honoring the slaves that were experimenting. When you weren't honoring them by torturing those sisters, man. So that is ridiculous, and this is a complete dishonor and shame to our ancestors and to our people today to even turn around and make such an article as if you are honoring us and giving us something. That's what they do. All of the different, atrocities that they have committed against our people, they turn around and give you something small like, Black History Month. In honor of you getting raped, getting hung, getting beaten, lynched, your children being sold, your wife. I wake up with a headache, I could just sell your family, your wife or your kids or your husband off, and split up the whole family. For all of that you went through, and guess what? We'll just give you Black History Month. You worked our ancestors like dogs, man. Matter of fact, treated the dog better than you did them. Then he had a sense to say, well, at least they working for free. Hell, at least I'll give them some water and some food to eat. Nah, they barely gave you that. They barely gave you shoes and clothes. You understand? Once they saw that production was going down, then they started giving slaves shoes. Once they see you wasn't picking enough cotton, they turn around then would give you a damn coat in the cold in the winter. Then they would, but not initially. Not initially. They didn't give a damn what you had on. You better get to work. And that's what they turn around, and now this experiment, this is disgusting. for them to even have such a damn article and them trying to honor them. You understand? Our people, the slave sisters that underwent torture just for them to be doctors now, to be Dr. Oz. You understand? Our sisters were tortured so that Dr. Oz could have a TV show. Now go vote on that. All right, let's get the next one. We got 1, 2 more, and then we're gonna get out of here. Get a couple of these scriptures. All right, now this is Pope Francis. It said, Pope Francis calls for civil union laws for same-sex couples. Good goddamn night. Now, if you don't know by now that those Catholics are big-time homosexuals, then you know now. They're all for it. But you look at him as if he's Jesus. At one point, that's what they were teaching, is that the Pope was Jesus Christ himself in the flesh. And then he just so happened to have to keep getting new flesh and keep coming back and picking a new Pope. You know what I'm saying? You picked the Pope, but this is Jesus in the flesh. I guess you put him in the flesh. So ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? Thank God for the truth, for Commanding General Yohana of the ISUPK. Thank God for that. You understand? Because we would turn around and be totally lost if it hadn't been for him. This truth, he didn't see fit for this nation to have this truth. Guess what? We would be suffering for another, hell, who knows, 400, 500 goddamn years here in this place. Had it not been for that one man staying in the truth when everyone left. And thank God for that. All right? But it says, Pope Francis called for the creation of civil union laws for same-sex couples in a documentary that premiered in Rome this week, according to the Catholic News Agency. What we have to create is a civil union law, the Pope reportedly said in the documentary. That way they are legally covered. I stood up for that. Your Pope, your Christian preacher and pastor is a sissy. They are sissies, man. And they love this homosexuality. And they love forcing it on you. You know, goddamn law to be gay, just go be gay. Do what the hell you do. But guess what? The earth is looking at them as if they are men of God. They believe that these men are holy. They believe the Pope is holy. They kiss the Pope's ring. The Pope sticks his hand out, they kiss his pinky ring. Because they believe he's so holy. But this holy man is trying to do something to another man's holy, which is disgusting. And he said he stood up for that. The same way, guess what? Barack Obama stood up for it. Because he a sissy too. Same way your preacher is all for it, telling you that God loves gays. No, he don't. Your preacher is a sissy too. Let's keep reading. Read a little more, then we're going to get these scriptures to get out of it. The remarks depart from his and the Vatican's previous stance on the matter. Francis has expressed interest in outreach to the church's LGBTQ followers in the past. He been a sissy. He said, but it has never resulted in substantive policies, according to the Washington Post. And then it says, homosexuals have a right to be a part of the family. Good goddamn night. That is so disgusting. I don't want no homos in my family. I don't want to hang with no sissy and no lesbian. The hell I want to hang around a woman acting like a damn man for. You ain't family when you being a sissy or a lesbian. You're not family, man. You're gay, and I'm going to show you what the Lord said to do about sissies. See about homosexuals. And it's coming back. That's why a lot of preachers do not want Christ to return. Because you know what they know that you don't? Is that when he does, all of these laws that are in the Bible are going to stand. And you ain't going to break not a damn one of them. And guess what? Your preacher is the biggest sissy on the block. He's the biggest sissy everywhere. All right? And he doesn't want these laws back in effect. He don't want this law that I'm about to read in Leviticus 20 and 13. He doesn't want this to stand because he wants to be a sissy. He wants to stand with the Pope and be a sissy. All right? But the Lord says he hates homosexuals. He hates lesbians. In the kingdom of heaven, they're going to get put to death. Joel Osteen and Oprah lied to you when they said that gays are going to be in the kingdom. No, they're not. This is what's going to happen to a sissy or a stud in the kingdom of heaven. All right? And it says, if a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. And an abomination is something that the Lord hates. And the Lord hates to see two men dealing with each other as if, you know, the other is a woman. He created what they say in the world. He made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. All right? The Lord is not with homosexuality. Your preacher is. All right? It says, they shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. And guess what? The world will be a much better place without you homosexuals and you lesbians. When you turn around and you try to come out the closet and you see a goddamn sissy and a lesbian get put to death, you're gonna run back in that closet. You're gonna come back out a brand new goddamn person before somebody catch your ass. That's what's gonna happen in the kingdom. Ain't gonna be no sissies running around in the kingdom of heaven. I'm guaranteeing you. All right, but let's get a couple more of these scriptures, man, and then we're gonna get out of here. All right, this is Deuteronomy 23 and verse 6. It says, thou shalt not seek their peace nor their prosperity all thy days forever. Okay, now you got our people that's trying to vote. You know, you got the brother that turned around and was trying to be peaceful with these people that intruded on his space, that committed a crime, you know what I'm saying, invading his privacy and walking into a space that he paid for. You understand? They are the real criminals. They are the real criminals. And with your pastor preaching and teaching you to love them more, you know, and this is going to be the time right here. It's going to be the march. This is going to be the incident right here to where we're going to show them that we love them, and then they're going to turn around and accept us and know they're not. That ain't going to never take place. All right, and we are not supposed to seek peace with them of no sort. And I'm going to get some more on that. I'm going to go to 1 Ezra 8 and 83 through 85. It says that the land which ye enter into to possess as an heritage is a land polluted with the pollutions of the strangers of the land. Now, this place right here, I'm sure was beautiful when the natives had it. You understand? When they had it, it was a beautiful place. They even say right across the bridge over in Cahokia, where they have the Cahokia Mounds. They didn't whitewash it now. They didn't took the natives' true culture and history and just wiped it out. Okay, the only thing that they really have left is different relics that they had, where they got the different buildings and different tombs, different mountains that they, you know what I'm saying, that they had built, just all kinds of things that, you know, on the exterior that they have. But when you go inside, they kept like the different tools. They kept the glasses. You know, the natives had a bunch of seeing eye glasses. They had screwdrivers and hammers and, you know what I'm saying, saws, all types of tools. They kept those. But when it comes to them, they got them walking around in Pampers. All the natives, all the statues and sculptures of the natives, the babies, the men, the women, they all walking around in damn pampers just like savages and like no clothes. When the natives used to dress real nice. You understand? You would see them in their tribal gear with them feathers everywhere, them fringes everywhere, and you would see the shield of David everywhere. And like the scripture said, that they want to turn around and hide our culture to the point to where the name of Israel will be no more remembrance. And guess what? The natives don't know who they are the same way we don't. And that's why we got to wake them up. All right? And then it says, and they have filled it with their uncleanness. This place right here is filled with their uncleanness. Babylon the Great is such a whore, man. You can do any and everything. The Bible says that this place here is the cage of every foul bird, man, and I'm paraphrasing. Every foul bird living, every evil and nasty and wicked thing that you could think of goes on in this place right here. And guess what? The other nations of people could do it all week long if they like to. But you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are not supposed to do anything that they do. All right? We were commanded to keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments. And that's why we are suffering the way that we are suffering. That's in the Bible as well. That we suffer because of our sins. Because we choose to break God's laws rather than keep them. And it's real simple. It's easy to do. All you got to do is get in class and we'll show you how. All right? But verse 84. Therefore, now shall ye not join your daughters unto their sons, neither shall you take their daughters unto your sons. So ain't no jungle fever supposed to be going on amongst the children of Israel. No black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man is supposed to have jungle fever. You understand? You leave that in the jungle. You understand? Let that monkey have a banana. But if you want a woman, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, or a woman, then you get you a person of your own damn race. You understand? We were commanded not to marry and date and sleep with and have sex outside of our race. All right? And then it says in verse 85, moreover, ye shall never seek to have peace with them. And why is that? Because look at what it's done to you. You know, you're sitting here, you're begging a person, you keep going to them, you keep going to, and I keep thinking, every time I think about voting now, since we went to ISUPK, invaded that peace rally, and the voter registration rally, and the peace summit, whatever it was called. We invaded that thing, and we sat and they did a play of a woman's actual encounter with trying to vote back in the 50s or 60s. You understand? The woman is dead now, but she got arrested. Then when that didn't work, she got beat. Then when that didn't work, she got raped, all for her to vote. And I keep thinking about this story every time I imagine black people having on a damn sticker that says, I voted. I think about this sister that was all she wanted to do was just vote. All she wanted to do was just vote. Just put a ballot in the box, write down the person who she felt was best to run the country, fold it up and drop it in the box and say, I voted. And she got arrested for that. She got beat for that. She got raped for that. All because she wanted to have peace. She just want to be at peace here. She just want to get a job, own a business, get a house, you know, have a husband, have some kids, and just be at peace with these folks. But it's never going to work. They're not at peace with you. So what in the hell are you voting for and seeking? And then it says that ye may be strong. See, your pastor has made you weak, going to beg for another person's acceptance and their love when they obviously don't love you. When they obviously don't accept you. Hell, when they don't even like you. White man don't even like you this much. It's just this much. They don't even like you, man. He claims that we Africans, but I don't even see them doing the Africans this way. If they hate black people so much, and black people are Africans, then why aren't they doing what they're doing to the Africans? Why isn't the African man predominantly on child support right along with the so-called black man? Why isn't the African man being shot dead in the middle of the street, and when he get pulled over, because they know they can't drive. Them Africans know they cannot drive. But I don't see them getting pulled over and getting shot at every goddamn stop. It's always the black man that they thought had a damn gun. Like they said this brother did, that we read about today. He had a gun and he dropped it and ran. And the cop shot at him. The cop just was taking an opportunity to murder another brother. And thank God he missed. Thank God he's a lousy shooter and he missed the brother, because it'd be another dead damn brother. You know what I'm saying? Had he not. Right? But let's keep going. And eat the good things of the land, and that ye may leave the inheritance of the land unto your children forevermore. When we die, we leave our kids a bunch of bills that they can't even pay. Hell, you couldn't even pay the goddamn bill. So now you're gonna leave the damn bill for your kids. Okay? Oh, we got back in Ecclesiastes. Let me get 2 more scriptures and then we go. Let's see. We go to Ecclesiasticus 12 and verse 10. And it says, never trust thine enemy. Now here it is. I wonder how many knives can you take in your back before you realize that the white man has been stabbing you repeatedly. Like, every time you try to vote and try to join them, like for instance with the Bushes, the boxes were being dropped all over the place. Now all of a sudden you got clumsy and you can't hold the damn box. So now the box is being dropped all over the ground. Oh, those don't count now that they came out the box. You gotta take those, sweep them up, put them in the trash because the box fell on the ground. They were pulling people over left and right. You understand? And here's the thing. They got you thinking that they're trying to stop me from voting. I'm going to make a change. I'm going to make a difference if I vote. And here they are, got the police pulling us over. I believe it was in Texas where they had a long line up and down the highway.